Okay guys, I don't wear my glasses, so I can't see. Am I like in focus or not? Hi everybody! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while. I know. But anyway, today I'm doing my book haul video for the month of August. So I'm really excited because I got a really good title, was in a really great bargain. And yeah, if you guys didn't know, I was on book buying ban on the month of June until like the end of July. So now I'm back. So let's just go ahead and get started with my purchase. Okay, the first book that I got is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexander Christo. I heard nothing but only good thing about this book, and this is a standalone YA fantasy, so I'm looking forward to it. But maybe I have like super high expectation. I actually rated this only 3.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, I do like it. It's just that I feel like there's instant love going on, though there's like angsty between the main characters, and then there's like the world building is like not really there. Like honestly, I don't even know what Siren is all about. I'm sorry. Kiss My Cupcakes by Helena Hunting, and I'm super excited to get this book because this has been in my wish list for the past ever since like December last year. But I finally got it and I'm super excited. So basically, this follows our main character named Blair. She was about to open a cupcake slash mocktail store, and then the next door neighbor literally opened a bar slash axe throwing activity thingy, and then she finds that a little bit competitive. So basically, the next door neighbor named Ronan is her rival, and Ronan always like pull pranks on her and they tease each other. They might be friends after a while, or they might have feelings for each other, we never know. But this is enemies to lovers trope, so you could kind of see that coming. Really excited. I've started but I haven't finished it. The Viking Who Loved Me by Julia Quinn. This is the second book from the Duke and I series, and I actually bought this before I went for my book buying ban, and at that time I was watching the Bridgerton and I loved it, so I bought the second book. I want to know the backstory of Anthony. So now I'm going to show you guys the books that I got from Book Deposit Series that I ordered earlier this month. The first one is Namesake by Adrian Young. This is the sequel to the Fable. I actually read Fable like 2 months ago and I absolutely love it, so I need to buy the second one. So if you guys didn't know, this book is about a girl named Fable. She got abandoned by her father at this small little island that is full of thieves. I think it took her a while to like get out of the island. She met this guy, which is a young trader named Wes, and that's what this is about. It's about her journey or like searching her father with the help of the young trader named Wes. So the next book that I got is a duology. The first one is called The Wrath in the Dawn by Rainy Adia. This is I believe it's a young adult fantasy like enemies to lovers thingy. I am excited. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this follows our main character, which is a 16-year-old girl named Sharzad, who volunteered to marry Khalid. So Khalid is this 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan. You could kind of take him as the king, the future king. Every time he takes like new bride, the next day the bride will kind of basically get executed. So one of the victim was Sharzad's best friend, so she basically volunteered herself just so that she could kind of solve this injustice and like what's going on. Like, why is every single time he got married to a new girl, the new girl got executed the very next day? So that's not really intriguing, and after a while she discovered that the boy king is not all that he seems. So that sounded really intriguing. The last book that I got from Book Depot is Spin the Dawn, which is the first book from this duology by Elizabeth Lim, and the cover is so gorgeous. Look at it, so pretty. Basically in this world, like girls are only fit to get married and bear kids, so she have like no opportunity to like fulfill her dream. One day a royal messenger summons her ailing father to the court, so basically she disguised as a man taking her father's place, and then she travels to the summer palace, compete for the emperor's favor and a position of imperial tailor. So that's what this book is about. It's also a duology. Super excited to start this series. And now moving on to the book that were gifted to me, and a really good friend in uni, she gifted me this book. It's called Road Trip by Beth Larry. This is the third book from the author, I believe, and the first book that I read from her was The Flash Share, and that was like the best-selling book from her. I believe it's like her debut book, and at the same time it was a best-selling book. How lucky is she? It follows our two main characters named Dylan and Eddie. They are exes. They went on a road trip to her friend's wedding. Wedding is located at like a rural part of Scotland, so it took a while to get there. It took like a day and a half, which is insane because it's really fun. Because you know when you travel to balik kampung, right? And if your kampung is so far away, it's like you have to like go berhenti and then like you know, like you need to rest for a bit and stuff like that. It's literally like that. The journey is just so much fun. Writing style in this book is that there's like past and present time. So during the past, it's like there's flashbacks of like their relationship, how they get into the relationship, how they break up and stuff. I actually personally love to read mine. It's like the present time when they're in the road trip. There's like 5 people in a freaking Mini Cooper, the old Mini Cooper though. So that was, can you imagine how like you have to like squeeze in like next to your ex? So it's just like so uncomfortable. So that's what this book is about. I actually really like the premise of the book, but sadly it's not the best book I've read. So yeah. On to the books that I got from Book Access, and obviously I got really great bargains. So first one I got is the finale of the All Souls trilogy, and it's called The Book of Life. And I've been searching this book for a while, even from like Carousel or Shopee. Nobody sells it anymore, but I want to buy it at like a really great bargain. So this was like $17.90, and yeah, I'm so excited. So if you guys didn't know, The Book of Life is the 3rd book of the Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, and this is basically follow a witch hunter and a witch who basically fell in love after a while, and this anime to lovers trope. Loved it. The Summer Only We Know by Maureen Gu. I love this book. I give this book like 4 over 5 stars. It is so good. It is so good. Since especially right now I'm in lockdown, like you can't travel around the world, but this will bring you around Hong Kong, guys. It's like adventure in Hong Kong. So basically this follows our K-pop star named Lucky. She is on her last like Asian tour, which is in Hong Kong. After she finished her concert, she was craving burger in the middle of the night, and she kind of tricked her bodyguard, and then she kind of ran out of the hotel and trying to figure out where is the nearest like fast food chain. And along the way she met this guy named Jake, and this like adventure all over Hong Kong. You can see there's Victoria Peak, there's Victoria Harbour, there's night market, and there's like food. It is so good. I love this book. It literally felt like you traveled there. Okay, the last book that I got from Book Access were this Witchland series. Literally, I got all of this at Book Access. Each of these were $17.90 except for the first one, because I got this cover version, so this was like $14.90. So basically it consists like 3 of the actual series, 1 novella. So the first one is called Truth Witch, second one is called Wind Witch, third one is called Blood Witch, and then the novella is called Sight Witch, which is the last, about this girl named Weber. She's like the last one out of her kind. So I already read the first 2 books from the Witchland series. I absolutely love it. The first book was kind of like fast-paced, but at the same time it's kind of slow for you to like digest the information, because there's a lot of things going on, but at the same time you're trying to figure out what happened with the main characters and stuff. But it's actually really good. It's a bit like, it's fast-paced because of the events that are going on, but at the same time it's slow because there's a lot of world building going on and stuff like that, which I appreciate. And they're trying to introduce like each of the witches. The second book, once you get into it, it's so fast. Like I read this like within like a day. Second book, it's like my personal favorite. I loved it because there's this character, it's not even the Wind Witch, but I'm not gonna spoil you anything. But yeah, currently reading Blood Witch. I just started it last night before I went to bed, and I'm only like 70 pages into it. So yeah. By the way, I really recommend you guys to read this Witchland series. It's actually really good. It's just that it's underrated and not many people talk about it. So why don't you guys try and read it and let me know whether you like it or not, because I'll be glad if you want to discuss it with me, because it's so good. It's like my current favorite book right now. The book that I thrifted all this book from Carousel. So the first one is, I finally bought the Echotar series. I got this A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then the second book is called A Court of Mist and Fury, and a lot of people say their favorite is the second book. And this too was only 10 ringgit each, guys, plus shipping was like $8. So I spent 28 ringgit for 2 bloody books. That's just insane. Yeah. The reason I thrifted it is because I wanted the original cover. The next I got is A Court of Wings and Ruins by Sarah J Maas, and this is the 3rd from the trilogy. Really happy that I got the same cover version, and this is from Kurebuku FE. I think I spent like 38 ringgit for this, or was it 28? I think 38. But yeah, I'm super happy that I got this cover version. And I just read the back here. It contains mature content, not suitable for younger readers, and this book was marketed for young adults, and now they say, a lot of booktubers say that they should have marketed this like new adult, and some other booktubers say that they should just market this like an adult book. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But basically, this is a thriller mystery. I think it's a thriller. I never really read thriller, but this sounded really fun. So this is about like a woman who stabbed her husband multiple times, and then she went like silent. She never talks ever again. There's this psychiatrist who trying to like get a word with her. It's like, what's going on? Why are you stabbing your husband? Stuff like that. So really excited to read. This is the best bargain I've ever got, and the best thing I've ever spent my money is We Hunt the Flame Duology by Hafsa Faisal. So I got the first book, and the second book is called We Feed the Stars, and I stumbled across this booktube and she was raving about this. Is like one of her favorite book to read, like young adult fantasy, like enemies to lovers trope. And if you love like a strong resilient female character, you will love this. My voice is cracked, but anyway, I got this. I actually initially wanted to get the other cover version because that one is cuter, but it's just too expensive. So when I found this at Carousel, like one book was like 45, but if you buy two, it was only like 80 ringgit. I was like, this is actually fate, destiny. I should buy it. And I add the card. Then as I flip through the pages, I realized that the wording is so small. So that is pretty much my book haul. So this is pretty much my massive book haul. I know, I bought a lot of books. Let me just count how much books I bought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19. Ooh, I got 19 books in total. RIP my money. So that's pretty much my haul, everybody. Hopefully you guys had an amazing month of August. If you guys didn't know, I low-key enjoy reading books. Like reading was one of my favorite hobby. It's just that it's so expensive to maintain it because books nowadays are just so expensive. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bells, and comment in the box below if you guys have ever read any of these books. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I'm gonna try to take a thumbnail. I go. You see my face? I have no idea, but like up in there.